guys, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the webinar tonight. My name is Mike. I'm one of your presenters. I'm super excited that you're here. Tonight's presentation, folks, is all about how to get into the online space and how to start running your own successful business from the comfort of your own home. Let's be honest, I can't imagine a more topical conversation for us to be having tonight in these uncertain times than this one right now. So I'm super grateful that you're not watching Netflix right now and that you've chosen to do something, but you're chosen to give us some of your attention tonight. My goal is to get you in and out of here in about the next 90 minutes max. And we might actually get you out of here a little bit before that too. But in that time, what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through our system and how it works. Because what we've put together here is something pretty darn remarkable. It's designed to work for the everyday person. In fact, we're going to introduce you to some of those people here tonight too. If you've ever watched our webinars before, different people from the community that we've built here that spans the entire globe now, by the way, firsthand, just what some of their experience has been so far. Really see what it can really do for not only them, their families, but maybe even you and your family too, if that's what you like. So hold on to your seats, guys. It's going to be a wild ride. And as they say, we're going to get a show on the road here. So I'm going to just go ahead and share my slides. There'll be a little bit of a pause as I do that, but I promise I'll be right back. So here we go. All right, guys. So tonight is all about you, your online business. Now, as we're going along, if you want, you can also take advantage of the time here and log into that chat hole that just came on the right screen there. This is your chance to ask questions as we're going along and meet everybody that's watching this along with you. This is a live presentation, so you never know who you're going to find on there. And if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine too. We do these presentations live every week, twice a week, have been for years. So inevitably, as I'm going along, odds are we'll probably address your questions as we go. So don't panic either way. It's totally up to you and whatever you prefer. So why are we talking about businesses specifically? Well, I've been a business coach for years. And in my experience, what I've seen is that if you truly want to help people, you have to give them the means to do so. You know, we all heard that expression, you know, give a person a fish and feed them for a day, but feed them for a lifetime by teaching them how to fish. That's kind of what the business world does for people, I think. You know, it provides a way to show people how to get control back in their lives, how to build some stability for themselves and their family, and really start to determine when they work and how hard they work and with whom they work and where they work and all the rest of it. So if that's sounding interesting, guys, congratulations. You're absolutely in the right place. Now, in a nutshell, here's what we're going to be covering tonight. Exactly how comprehensive this system is. And the beauty of what we've put together here is that because it includes all these moving parts, now it doesn't really matter if you've got a business background, if you've never, much less been in business before. It certainly doesn't matter whether or not you're a technological guru anymore either, because all of the moving parts we got in store for you tonight. Let me introduce you to my co-presenter who's going to help me do it. Mr. Ivan, coming at us live from the other side of the pond, as they say. Ivan, who has come into this community with no online experience and absolutely blown it out of the water thanks to this system. So, Ivan, why don't you kind of share a little bit about your story, your experience, and let's get into this.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mike, and good evening, everybody. So, I'm Ivan. I live in the UK. I live in a city called Manchester. I live here with my partner. I've spent most of my life working in the corporate world, mainly financial services for me. And my business because me and my partner wanted a second revenue stream, but we also wanted kind of a backup plan. And the reason for that was because I'd lost my job several years ago, and going through that was one of the hardest experiences of my life, really, because being told by an employer that you're no longer required, it's quite a hard pill to swallow. You're left with all the worries about, well, how am I going to pay my mortgage, what's going to happen, etc., etc. And you feel quite helpless, if I'm being honest, really. I think I really did. So, but fortunately, I ultimately secured a new job. But what I learned from that was I never wanted to be reliant on somebody else again, really. I wanted to be in control of my own destiny. So that was the kind of main reason But there was a second reason we wanted to start this business, which was we love to travel. Our passion is travel. So we wanted to earn extra to be able to be in this business, as we can travel the world with this business. And it does all the work for us in the background, so we can go off enjoying ourselves. And we haven't got to worry about it. The business is working for us 24/7. So that's absolutely amazing. And if you're looking to do exactly the same, if you're looking to build a business, right, and deliver whatever your personal goal, whatever your dream is, then you're in absolutely the right place. So, sit down, let us take you through, what this can actually do for you. So what we're going to cover tonight is how you can start your own digital business, but more importantly, how you can do it quickly, right? But it does get better than that, because what we're going to show you is how anyone can do this. And I know there'll be people there who'll be sitting there thinking, I've never done anything like this before, I couldn't possibly do this. I'm here to tell you tonight that you're wrong. You can do this. And what we're going to show you tonight is exactly why. If you're looking to find a business that's going to generate loads of cash for you, enable you to buy your boss or whatever your why is, then you're in absolutely the right place, right? So the question I often get asked is, why are people making the move online right now? And the answer to that is, now more than ever, online is key. Because surfing the internet, right, let's be honest, it's not new to a lot of people. But madness that the world has gone through, right? The majority of people have been at home and they've been surfing the internet. Now, what I would imagine for 1 second, whilst you've been at home, surfing the internet, watching YouTube, surfing for whatever, being on social media, if you were getting paid, if you were earning money from doing that. Because that's exactly what we're talking about here. For the past few years, more and more people have been switching to the benefits of working online. And for companies, right, they've cottoned on to the fact that they can save money by automating processes, which basically means remove the human from the process. And what that means for the human is, unfortunately, a lost job, which is not great. So now, absolutely more than ever, it is the right time to get into the online space. The internet is still really, really young. It's only 30 odd years old, and it continues to grow. And more information is being exchanged online, and it's something that's kind of clearly is really, really familiar to us all. Social media networking being the key part of that. And the reality is that all the big players in the business world today are all online tech companies. So the Amazons, the eBays, multi-billion-dollar companies who've conquered the online space, right? And a while ago, I kind of asked myself the question, what do they do? How do they do it? How do I get a piece of that action, right? And the answer is absolutely yes, I do want a piece of it. I'm sure you do here as well, and I'm sure Matt as well.
Sure, guys, all the biggest names, all the wealthiest people, they're all working online. And the internet, despite being so young, is really what's kept this through this global pandemic. I mean, here in Canada, 6 months ago, we had our first case, like yesterday already, of COVID-19. And thanks to the internet, for the largest part, the economies have kind of rattled along on a couple wheels. The businesses that are still surviving are the ones that are figuring out how to use the internet to still engage customers so that they can keep the lights on and keep paying their employees. This is the new world we live in. I'm just so grateful for the fact that we've got so many people that had the foresight to step up and start their own business using this system. Because these are the people now that work from the comfort of their own home, who don't have to worry about leaving the house to go make an income, or don't have to worry about what's going to happen in the fall if, God forbid, we go back into quarantine and they can't go to work. This is the new world we live in, and it really doesn't matter whether we like it or not. This is just the new reality, and it's probably going to be that way for a long time, right? Normal will never be as normal was. That is the one thing we can all safely say. And it almost seems kind of silly to ask now, is this right for you? Well, I would argue that this is for each and every one of you that are watching this tonight. I mean, there's 467 people on my side that are watching this live right now. Folks, every one of you are probably here for the first and only reason which is plan A or plan B. You're looking for an income stream, right? You're looking for a means to secure your future for you and your family so that if you do lose your job, if you're lucky enough to have not lost it yet, that you'll know you'll be okay. And that is what this can do for you. You know, my own personal experience, I've worked online, offline, corporate, public, all kinds of jobs. I've never seen anything that gives you the freedom and flexibility of working online. I've certainly never seen anything that presents the kind of opportunity for earning potential like working online does. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. Well, of course not. But if you're looking to build a legitimate business, willing to put in the time and effort to make it happen, oh my gosh, what can happen for you is absolutely astronomical. Right, Ivan?
It is. It is. But it is also really, really important that you're not sat there thinking this is get rich quick. It really isn't. You know, we are talking to you tonight about starting your own legitimate business. We're not promising to turn lumps of coal into diamonds overnight and make you rich overnight. What I will say is that our business delivers results that are well above those of other online opportunities. So the main thing you need to know is that this is a proven system. The only thing that really differs, the only variable in this is you. You're the only variable.
Myself off the mute button, I guess. You know, and that is an important distinction to make. You are going to be the only variable. I think it has to be said here. It's not easy being an entrepreneur. You know, we still somehow have the thoughts that it's safer to go and get a job and work for somebody else because the company will look after you, right? Well, I think that myth has largely been dispelled because people are seeing, even if a company loves you and loves your performance, quite often they just simply can't afford to keep you around anymore. And if there's one thing I can probably safely say, I'm not going to fire myself anytime soon. So let's run with that point and let's talk about how this can work for every single one of you tonight. Now, any business, for those of you that do have a business background, you'll know that it's important that you start with a solid foundation to really build on first, right? Now, any business, online or offline, really needs the same few key pillars in place. They look like this, actually. Finding something that you can ultimately sell to market, finding a way to ultimately introduce it to your market, and then eventually, of course, figuring out who's going to be most interested in it in the first place. So what Ivan and I are going to walk you through here now tonight real quick is how specifically we help people with these core tenets in the online world. All right, buddy? So let's start them off with pillar number one, Ivan.
Yeah, no problems, Mike. So